Yo, what's up, everybody? Bob Walters, Brett Grasso. This is Locked Up Sports Sunday NFL pregame show. You see it right here. Big week as we turn towards the playoffs after Thanksgiving. Some teams are on the bubble. It's a different type of teams than we normally see. Brett, what's up? Welcome to the show. How are you today?
What's going on?
All right, not much. Hanging in there. First off, Savo. Congratulations to Savo. Right? You can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
There you are.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What happened? I don't know what just happened.
No, I don't know.
Oh, man.
I'm here.
We were all so good.
I said, first before we get to the NFL, congratulations to Savo. Division III Long Island champions. The game was much closer than I thought it was going to be. 42-35.
Back and forth. Touchdown. The two running backs just dueling, and Savo's defense, Neugebauer coming up big at the end.
Yeah, they were driving.
For Savo. Really, good for them, man. Long Island champs, Savo. They'll never forget that, right? It's the best part for the kids. It's like you go out. That's like Manning or going out and winning a Super Bowl and walking off.
Yeah.
When you're in high school.
Yeah. I guess if it's your senior year, it is. It is kind of like that. Now, the NFL today, we got the Giants Monday night against New England. Jackson Dart coming back. We'll get to that. The Jets and Atlanta, kind of. Kirk Cousins is trying to extend his career, I guess. But there are some big games. I've always liked Kirk Cousins, even when he was on Michigan State. I liked Kirk Cousins, and I'm a Michigan fan. But yeah, you forgot he was on Michigan State.
No, I just didn't know you were
I liked Kirk Cousins, but big implications today. Big games. A lot of big games have already happened on the Thanksgiving. The Thursday, Friday as the NFL kind of takes over the Friday thing, and now they're going to start to take over the Saturday too, because the college is going to go on to a break in it, right? They go on a break after the conference games for a week or so before their playoff, and they don't play, they don't fill up Saturday. The NFL just kind of just swarms in and takes all these things, all these days. There's not enough football already. I don't think they should be, giving us more football. It drowns it out.
I think the timing and the setup of the Black Friday game is dumb. I didn't like.
Yeah, I didn't like it. 3 o'clock.
I didn't know. All I knew was it was a Black Friday game. I imagined it was like a 7 o'clock game or an 8 o'clock game, and they were going to do prime time. And when I find out, it's like, do you know how many people in this world go to work on that day? And I'm not talking about nurses and CEOs and people working. It's like the biggest retail day of the year. I know it's all online now, but the storefronts are open. People are out. It's not quite that thing. There's people traveling. It is not a 1 o'clock type of game, whatever time they started.
3 o'clock. Yeah, they did it 3 o'clock in Philadelphia, Chicago.
I like the timing. Well, there's too many games as there is. And, a daytime game on, was it Prime, I imagine, because of Black Friday?
Yeah.
It was Prime. I'm pretty sure it was Prime.
Well, because they don't get the night game on Thanksgiving, right? That's like a NBC.
Right. I think that, it was something like that. But anyway, it's just, like you said, it's oversaturated with games throughout the week. Now we only have 3 4 o'clock games. Yeah,
it's one of those days where if you have Red Zone, you basically get the NFL ticket.
Set up my bet, though, so I made a bet. I'm just going to start right at the bat with a quick bet. The only one I'll give you is the 4 o'clock games. There's 3 games, and the bet is that there will be a 2-point conversion, successful 2-point conversion in each game, plus 7,500.
Okay. Plus 7. That's like, you know what that bet's like? That bet's like
solid games.
But that bet's like the field goal touchdown in each quarter.
No, they go for a lot in dumb. No, they go for a lot in dumb scenarios. Is what I really is my cat. Just Bob, get on this.
I'm gonna get on. I always get on these dumb bets that sound like they're gimmies. Right? Sounds easy.
Okay, you want to know $25 on it.
25. Okay, so what does that pay?
17,
a quarter of
like that.
It's 18.
17, 18, something like that.
It sounds like you're stealing money. It's easy money. But hey, listen, with these games already this week, big games, big implications, big teams losing. Okay, you had the Ravens lose to the Bengals, the return of Burrow, who played, looked like he didn't miss a beat. He was 250 to 2 touchdowns.
How is that possible with him? Like, I guess because I know he's coming off injury, but he's so good when he's healthy. And I think the rest of him showed up so healthy to that game and, like, prepared. It was crazy. I thought he was going to be so unprepared. I thought he was going to have no timing. I thought all these things. And he's just incredible, man. Like,
yeah, but he's got no offensive line and they got no defense. So and they're not coming back because they're too far gone. They have 8 losses already, I think. But
I know. Totally.
But they are, and he gets hurt. But he gets hurt because he's behind the bad offensive line, and they've never fixed it for him. And their defense is just atrocious now. I mean, there was that who was it? Who'd they play with?
Gave him a
the
choice.
Bears came back. Yeah, he took the money and he stayed.
They gave him a choice and he gave it to the receivers. He gave it to 2 receivers, T. Higgins and Chase. And that's, that was a choice. He should have honestly, I would have chose one receiver, Jamar Chase, and I would have taken the offensive line. And, I think that he'd be in a better shape, especially for the rest of his career. Forget about week to week.
And he could win. He's good enough where he doesn't need a great running back. He's good enough where he could be, he could win games by himself. And he made, because think about it, he dragged that team to the playoffs every year, right? They go to the playoffs almost every year. So, but
they've been really good. He's great. I'd like to see where they go.
I was thinking him for the Jets. If
they can, we'd all love that if he could stay healthy, and the Jets don't have enough pieces right now to even make it worth to have a guy like that. So it's very difficult, So I think we're 2 years away from like a guy like that. But then you go instead, we're going to go rookie quarterback. You can't go rookie quarterback in Joe Burrow. You can go mid-grade. You can go Joe Flacco. I got a Joe for you, but you can't go Burrow because it's too much money. It's going to cost you too much to get there, and your whole future will be riding on, just Burrow and no pieces around him. He'll be the same scenario he's in over in Cincinnati.
Well, the Jets did that. The Jets did that with Rodgers.
Right.
And it was a disaster.
Yeah, exactly. And they overestimated their defense, and same thing happens to the Bengals. But listen, I don't know. Their teams like that are ruining other teams' season. I think the biggest part of that game isn't Joe Burrow.
No, it's the Ravens.
Are the Ravens done? Are they done? Like, are they done for the season? Are they not making the playoffs?
The Ravens got bailed out a bit because of the Chiefs losing. But yeah, the Ravens, they have no wiggle room left. The Ravens have no wiggle room left. They can't get another loss. They have, I believe, 8 losses now. And you're not going to get in with 9. And it's the same thing with the Chiefs. The Chiefs go into Dallas, right? They should beat Dallas. They're better than Dallas. Dallas is playing well, but their defense is atrocious. And
not
they
anymore.
But they are.
You can say that. You're right. I don't know, man, because Quinnen Williams has really shored up that run defense. And as soon as that got shored up, then all of a sudden their pass rushers are actually getting to the ball, giving their corners some more. Let me tell you, they went. If you forgot about every other week prior, and the last 2 weeks is all you took from Dallas's defense, they got a top 5 defense. So I don't know what next week brings, but their offense is good, and any defense is gonna really, like, they might win, man. Who do they play this week? Eagles? I'm sorry, they just beat the Eagles. Who do they play this week on Thursday?
They
play Thursday night.
Dallas.
The Cowboys are playing Thursday night.
Dallas just beat the Chiefs, and they just played the Eagles. They're playing who are they? You look it up.
Did they play the Chiefs?
They just beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. Yeah, they beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. I have it right up here on the screen. They beat them 31-28.
Yeah. So,
and then
sorry, I have it here.
So
the Lions. So the Lions, and that's a huge game for both of them. And the Lions are dying.
The Lions are falling away too.
And you go, and that's why I couldn't remember who it was, but they're playing on Thursday for that game. Dallas's offense with CD Lamb and George Pickens and Dak doing what he does when he has it, and now all of a sudden, what's his name? Jameson Williams, I think. Let me tell you, they got something cooking there. Their defense is starting to play real defense. They're going to beat the Lions on Thursday. Forget about whatever the spread is. They will be beating the Lions. And I don't know where it even goes, from there for them. But I see the Cowboys making the play.
It was in the last 5 days. In a 5-day span, Dallas beat the 2 Super Bowl teams from last year. They beat the Eagles and they beat the Chiefs, and they beat them both. They beat them both handily. The game was not as close as it looks there because the late backdoor score by Mahomes late. They couldn't get the ball back, and they couldn't get it in. But it was it looks there a 3-point game, but it was really a 10-point game because he stuck it in the end zone with like 2 minutes left. They never got the ball back. Dallas is playing well, but Dallas is. Listen, I think the Eagles are
Super Bowl champs the last 2 weeks. They didn't go beat 2 chumps. So I understand it. Before that, people were like, oh, well, they beat the Raiders and they go whatever, and they go beat the last 2 Super Bowl champs. They honestly look good. It wasn't some flub and it wasn't whatever. Defense, you know how this game turns, Bob. Defenses look real bad until all of a sudden you start making a couple turnovers. All of a sudden, your defense makes 1 turnover, 2 turnovers a game. You force 1 fumble. You go from the team that's doing the fumbling and causing issues and having penalties to all of a sudden the team that forces fumbles, doesn't give penalties. And, seasons can change like that. It's just how late is it? Like you let the Bengals, it's too late.
It's
Cowboys,
too late.
Almost too late. Not there yet.
And when we said with the Ravens, when we talked about the Ravens and are they done yet? They need Pitt. They're only a game behind Pittsburgh. The Ravens do not. The Ravens are 6-6. Pittsburgh 6-5. So the Ravens have played already. Pittsburgh has a big game today against. Is it Indianapolis?
Sorry, you got me back on the Cowboys now. I had to go back now, Bob. I got the whole thing.
Well, because I'm saying we went back to the Ravens because the Ravens are in. The Cowboys. Listen, I think the Eagles are going to straighten it out. I think the Eagles, because the Eagles are falling apart, right? Everybody thinks they're falling apart. The locker room's a mess. You got the receiver fighting with the quarterback. Should they change the play caller? Sirianni says he's sticking with the play caller. Buffalo, Pittsburgh. That's who's a bit. That's a huge game today.
No, and that's the game where, and I can't stand Pittsburgh, obviously, because 1, because of Aaron Rodgers, 2, because of Aaron Rodgers, and 3, because of Aaron Rodgers. But but other than that, I really would rather see the Ravens, come back and do their thing. I feel like they have it, but the Ravens, man, they've fallen off the thing.
Ravens have no wiggle room. They have no wiggle room.
No, I know. And you have Buffalo at Pittsburgh today, 4:00, and Buffalo's another one. Let me tell you, Buffalo's not looking great. So,
Buffalo's not winning the division. They're 3 games back in the loss column, so they're not winning the division.
So look at all these teams that we've spent how many years, Bob? It's like we've seen this. We've been through enough sports to be like, oh, these guys are never coming off the top of the mountain. These guys are always going to be so good. And you look over and you go, there's a chance, and I know Buffalo's going to make the playoffs.
No Mahomes, no Allen, no Burrow, no Jackson, and none of them in the playoffs, possibly.
I think you're getting Buffalo, but the rest, you're probably right. And it's like, is this the beginning of what's more to come? Like, is this the end? And Rodgers could even be out, based on, record.
I think it'll be. Well, it'll either be Rodgers. If Rodgers is out, then Lamar Jackson will get it.
It's yes, that is 100% true, and that actually sounds nice to me. But it's just this AFC was so dominant, and now it's like kind of weak, and then everybody's weak. The teams who you're like Eagles are going to come through, and Saquon's one of the worst running backs in the league. So it's just amazing. San Francisco's taken a big step back. The Vikings had, everybody right in their hands that they needed, and they got rid of 2 quarterbacks that could have continued to do what they needed them to do. And the guy they have is J.J. McCarthy, who's never had 1 successful NFL game in his life. So there is a lot going on in the NFL right now, and it is wide open for the Rams, the Bears.
Rams are the best team. Is the Rams the best team in the NFL, or are you saying the Patriots? Because I think Patriots have an easy schedule. Rams have Stafford. He's killing it this year. He's looking like an MVP. They're 9-3. The Bears, I don't believe in the Bears yet either.
It's the Rams right now. And it's, right now I feel like, and it's a bad comparison, but I feel like the Patriots are like a great Long Island high school football team going up against, the Rams, which would be like a great Texas football team. And you're like, nah, it seems like you're the best, but you're the best over here. You're not the best. You're just the best over here.
Yeah.
And that's for the Patriots. Whereas I think the Rams are I think they're better. I think the Bears are a little bit of a sleeper. So I wouldn't count Caleb Williams out. As soon as a guy like that feels comfortable, it's like a big deal. Packers 8-3. I really hate Jordan Love. I don't think he can do it. But
And what
I
about
think
the
they're gonna be a
Bucks?
one
The
and
Bucks
done.
have slid a little bit, and even
No,
Indianapolis
they're all
is
hurt.
slid.
He's hurt, and Baker's really hurt, and he's going to tough it out, and he's going to keep competing. But the Bucks are going to be get into the playoffs and one and done this year. That normally I'd give them a shot, and Baker will go and surprise us all again and probably win that game. But I have the Bucks are not in a good position. They're the half this game in the NFL is about staying healthy, and they don't have that part of the game this year.
Now you
They
look
have the
here.
talent.
Here's the AFC North. So you got Pittsburgh now with a big game against Buffalo, right? They could give themselves a lead in the division because right now they're only technically a half game up because there's a game in hand because Baltimore's already played this week. You have Cincinnati, who I don't think they can't make up those two
What's
games.
that record for Cincinnati?
Cincinnati's
I
4-8. 4-8.
Yeah.
So Cincinnati's 4-8. They're 2 back in the loss column, and you got both
You're not gonna,
Baltimore
you're chasing
and Pittsburgh.
Two teams. You have to win the division. You're chasing 2 teams. There's no way both of those teams, how they're set up, are gonna fall to you. Cincinnati, like that's just too tough.
Does Cleveland and Shador Sanders have a say in who wins this division?
No, they have a say. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, like,
Yes.
is he gonna be
Sanders-
it's the
okay,
problem?
Put it this way: Shador Sanders this week and maybe next week are the only times you're going to get good value on his bets because Vegas is going to catch up soon. And I'm not saying he's going to be good, but he's going to throw for like 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, but you might throw the picks too. He's going to give you a Jameis Winston style situation.
Yeah.
That's good money. We don't care how many picks. We don't care how many wins. We don't care about that. Yards. Me.
Yeah.
That's what the bettors want. So I do believe that Cleveland will shake it up. They already have. Vegas is sleeping on them. I think that they're going to hurt a couple teams. Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Yeah, and they won. They won. He's the first Browns quarterback to win his opening day start as a rookie. He's in like 25, 30 years.
Oh,
but I
give
don't
him
think
confidence.
I don't think he's going to be good. Yeah.
You gave him confidence. It's over. If he had 2 bad weeks in a row, I don't think he was ever going to have much of an anything. But right now, someone in this league, his own team doesn't like him. Like, I'm not talking about the team. Like the head coach and the owner or whoever, the GM, they didn't even want this to happen. They are so upset that they had to put Shador Sanders in. They're very happy with the result now, but they could have imagine where they'd be right now if they started this season with Shador Sanders getting reps and putting him in and letting him start at some point.
No, I don't think. He's played like one good game, and he beat the Raiders. I mean, he beat the Raiders.
I know, but
The Raiders just fired Chip Kelly.
No, I know, but Dylan Gabriel looking like it's just weird. It's the whole scenario of how they came to be and picking 2 different quarterbacks. When you have so many other needs, and now the whole thing is. What
I will say about
taking Flacco in and trading him.
What I will say about the Browns is they are my upset pick of the day. I think. They got San Francisco coming in.
Yep.
It's a home game. It's a bad weather.
Yep.
It's supposed to be snow, rain, cold, and San Francisco's not going to play well in that. I love the upset money line. Give me Cleveland as a flyer, beer money type of bet, $15-20, and you might cash in a couple hundred. But I would take that. That's what I'm taking. I think they win today. But as far as beating Baltimore in a big game, I mean, they play themselves when they play Baltimore, right? Because Baltimore is Cleveland.
It's Finkel is Einhorn situation,
Yeah.
and
who has
you're
the
exactly
history?
right.
Who gets the history?
Spider-Man-
Who gets the
it's
history of the
Spider-Man
team?
pointing the fingers. It's Spider-Man pointing the fingers.
Baltimore has the history of the team, right? Baltimore's history
has the
includes the
history?
Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns here that we're looking at right here in the bottom of the standings, they are an expansion team.
Well, you can go like this. You can go Baltimore is the Baltimore Colts. And then the Baltimore Colts became the Indianapolis Colts when they went up there. And so now Indianapolis is its own franchise. That's separate. Now,
The Baltimore had
Cleveland
no
Browns-
franchise.
So it's
No.
separate. So
No,
that
that's not
is
separate.
Baltimore.
No,
So
they're the
No,
Baltimore
you
Colts.
ready? Baltimore's Indianapolis. Right. So so Baltimore Colts, Indianapolis Colts. And then you go Cleveland was Cleveland forever. And they were doing great. And they're
They went
Cleveland.
to
and
Baltimore.
They're an original, right? Like an
Original, yeah. Jim Brown.
And they get, stuck in the middle of the night. They put the moving, they moved them down.
That was the Colts in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, the Colts were in the middle of the night. Sorry, the Colts were moved in the middle of the night up into
Cleveland moved to Baltimore, and then the
Cleveland goes
Browns
down to
came in as an
Baltimore,
expansion team.
And now the Browns are the expansion team. But who is Cleveland?
They are an expansion.
Is the question.
They are an expansion team.
Because Cleveland is definitely Baltimore. We know that. We moved them there. It was Cleveland. We moved them to Baltimore.
No. Baltimore is Cleveland.
Okay. My family grew up in North Babylon. We moved to Sayville. Are we the same family?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like Jim Brown, when you look at the Baltimore Ravens history, Jim Brown is in it. They are not in the Cleveland Browns history. Because the Cleveland Browns, as they exist today,
scratch.
They're an expansion. They're an expansion team.
They took back the old history. No, Cleveland took back the old history.
No, I think you're wrong. I think it's
you're wrong.
Then you what? So what? Your family disappears. Now what happens after you move from North Babylon to Sayville?
I agree with you. I'm saying this is what they did, not what
I don't
they
think
should have done. No, it is. No, 100%.
Like if you know what you have to get?
They're the ambassadors. They pull the picks. What you think they're going back, and who are they using? Deshaun Watson. That's like their.
You have to get the media
back to. Johnny Manziel.
I'm gonna look.
Pick.
Here we go.
Manziel.
Here we go. I'm gonna look it up here in 1 minute.
I know the answer.
All-time leading rusher in Baltimore history. In Baltimore.
No, Cleveland. Oh, for Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is Jim Brown their all-time leading rusher?
I don't think so.
It's a pretty good question. It's a pretty good riddle here.
I don't think so. And do they both have the same all-time leading rusher?
No, they can't. Because they are
I know.
And why is Jim Brown at the Cleveland games rooting? He didn't play for that team.
Browns jersey.
He didn't play for. He didn't play for.
Did he wear a Browns jersey to the Ravens?
He didn't play for that organization. He played for the Baltimore Ravens.
Jersey on. He came with a Ravens jersey.
Yeah, that's what he played for. That's the organization he played for. Bernie Kosar. Bernie Kosar was the quarterback in the Baltimore Ravens organization.
Because here's one for you, Bob. How about the guys who were on the roster when they moved?
Oh, I mean, that's like, you know who that's like? You know what that's like? Matt Beckridge is your brother.
That's a step team situation.
It's a step team situation.
So like, Cleveland's your mother, but Baltimore's your daddy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Who's the all-time leader rusher for the Baltimore football organization? I'm telling you, Brett. I'm telling you, if it's not Jim Brown,
all-time leading rusher with the
for
most
Baltimore
yards for Baltimore.
Is it going to be? Could it be like? Is it going to be like?
It's not. Whatever the answer is.
Are they going to get
a Cleveland Brown?
Let me ask you this: is it Eric Dickerson?
No, for the I don't know. I
don't know. Baltimore. It's Baltimore Colts. Like who has the history? You'd have to get a media guide. And it's because I just do that. That's in there too now. The Colts.
Who is it?
Is Peyton Manning? Is Peyton Manning?
No. See, that's what you're so far off with that. Like,
so the question is, do you take the history with you? It was the name. Like the Cleveland Browns are only like a 20-year-old franchise.
Yeah. What do you pack up, or do you just throw that stuff in the garbage like it was a bad divorce?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I want an answer. Like I want an answer because I think it's fascinating. I mean, I don't know how we got onto this, but it's fascinating.
We're deep now. Yeah,
it's crazy. Okay. Right. We got our buddy. We're not doing baseball today, but we do have our buddy wishing us a happy holidays. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Thank you.
Well, listen.
Hey, how about the Mets? How about the Mets? How about the Mets?
Talking about you. Let me tell you, New York is the place to be. You don't even know. It's a different thing. We need you over here. Happy holidays to you over in Japan.
And throw me a message. Locked Up Sports at Locked Up. What's our Bob Walters 88@gmail.com. Throw me an email and come on the show. Yeah, we'll get a translator or something if you need it. We got it. But hey, Mets, come to the Mets.
No, LA. Let me tell you, we're gonna take down LA. That's all he said. Because he wants to slay the Giants. He wants to take LA down. This is where you want to be. Can't wait.
So let's get him. So happy holidays to you, and your family. And now
For
back
those who don't know, that's
a big free agent,
star
big
pitcher,
free
Tetsuya
agent.
Amai from Japan, who is saying he's coming to the East Coast. He keeps saying East Coast, and we know that means Mets. He keeps coming on this show, which keeps making me think that he's looking for Mets. It seems like there's a lot. I know we're talking NFL right now, but listen, you don't stop when a free agent superstar jumps on that from you stop.
We start talking to him, and we'd also bet you we offer him the ticket to the baseball convention.
You could make a big announcement. We have a
VIP table,
Queens baseball game VIP section. Come on now.
Come on in.
Let's
get
go.
in touch with us. Get in touch with us.
But yeah, I can't wait.
So now let's go local real quick. We got the Jets, Atlanta. The Jets. Listen, I don't know what you want to do with the Jets. You want to lose. You want to lose, right? You're talking about you want to lose.
Yes, I'm all for. I mean, listen. I am really do want to have the control over whatever the highest pick is. I don't care about who it is. I just care about having it so I can do the most for it. It's valuable. It's very valuable. What I am looking at, and the only thing I really want to talk about today is the Jets have found themselves a stud wide receiver that came from Alabama, was projected to be a top 10 pick, but then tore an ACL at the end of his year. He ends rehabs. He goes over to the Texans. He flounders, doesn't do much like you do after like a torn ACL. He went to the third round, so he's still picking the third round with a torn ACL. I can't play. Is
this the guy they sent them over because he fumbled?
His name is John Mechie. No. His name is John Mechie, wide receiver. The kid has been showing out for the Jets, and that's saying something when you got nothing else around
you. The Jets fans are so sad. It's so sad, Brett.
No, but I will say of all the things that we have an
you got draft picks. You got that's all coming. It's always coming. It's always coming.
We need all the things. We need all the things. We need a quarterback. We need a system. We're in the second year going to be of a coach. It's going to be. But let me tell you, it's good to see a guy who was thrown away in this league and was, kind of whatever, and the Jets picked up for nickels, and to finally have a little something, little spark.
And he had what? He had 10 catches in 2 games. He had 2 games. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Jackson Dart is taking the Tua Tagovailoa, route to the NFL. So you guys
you're right.
Got your own set of problems.
Listen.
So don't even get me started. We may have a quarterback, not have a quarterback, but yours is heading more to like Steve Young territory without any championship.
The Jets got draft picks next year, and they picked a guy up off the scrap heap, and he had like 10 catches in 2 games, and we got the superstar. It's just it's sad. It's sad, brother. It's sad.
10 catches for the Jets. That's like the equivalent of having the greatest day in NFL history.
Yeah,
Bob.
And you're making a Michael Irvin.
No, listen, Bob. You know what? It's about cheap. It's not about the best. You want the guy who came in for nothing and does something. That's what you want in the NFL. I'm telling you, we can all go. The Jets aren't going to get some big free agent to come in and be like, oh my God, I cannot wait to play for the Jets. Like,
no. They did. Aaron Rodgers.
No.
2 years ago, came in flat on his face.
No, total garbage. All of it.
One of the best quarterbacks in history. First place. He's quarterback of the team in first place right now. And he tore up his ligaments, and then he sucked the next year.
No. And now he's broken wrist. He was out 1 week for it. No. Aaron Rodgers is going to go flounder into not making the playoffs, and he's going to be like, bye, and he's going to keep trying. It's going to be nothing. And that sucks. And you know what? He didn't do anything wrong for the Jets. He should have got one more year's chance to do it, and we would have had him killed back there this year. He would have gotten murdered.
Yeah, and now another game today, you got the Colts. Okay, this is the first time they've lost a couple games in a row. They haven't played well. Daniel Jones is kind of looking like Daniel Jones again, and they're going to start questioning. He loses this week. It's going to start Daniel Jones is back, right?
No,
but if he wins, Houston, he's playing a tough game. Houston's a good defense. They beat who they beat on Thursday Night Football the other night.
They are a good defense. You're right, but they're a tough.
And they have to win. They have to win. They're 6-5. They must win.
3. You're going to find out Indianapolis, if they're for real this week. If they lose this week, they're in big trouble. They're not, like, if they lose this week, they're going to be questioning everything because they were way too good too early. Jonathan Taylor could run all over, do anything he wanted, and that has not been the case. And the moment that Jonathan Taylor hasn't been able to do whatever he wants, Daniel Jones can't be that same quarterback. He is not capable without a running back running all over the place. The moment he does, he's good. He's got the play action. He can run, little RPO. But right now, without a running game, Daniel Jones is horrible. That's just how it goes with him.
Yeah, and they were saved by what's his face, the Jets corner that they sent over there.
They said, yeah, but honestly,
they were saved the other day. He won the game. Sauce Gardner won the game for him on that fourth down. He had the guy covered single coverage, and they he made the play. They didn't go out there.
His first,
but he was bad the week. Yeah, but he had to go. He had to go across the ocean.
The first week he slipped on the game-winning play that they lost.
Yeah, the 2-point conversion.
Give him take one, lose one. Good for him, but. That's the least. That stuff only matters when everything else is perfect. And they thought everything else was perfect. They were like, offense is perfect. We just need this to make us better. Sauce isn't going to mean anything if Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor can't get it together.
Now, better chance of happening. A one seed for no. Here we go. Better chance of happening. 1 seed for the Colts. Or the Chiefs make the playoffs?
I really don't think the Chiefs are making the playoffs, so I'll say the 1 seed for the Colts, even though I think, like I just said, I think they're floundering. But I'll give you the Colts.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think, because the Chiefs need help now. The Chiefs need some help.
Yeah.
And they can't lose.
They're going to make it tight. They're going to win. They're not going to fall apart, but they've never been in this situation like this. So
no, they haven't. We haven't seen it. We've never seen it. We've never seen Mahomes.
So it's one thing. Certain teams are very good from playing, when they're up, or some teams are playing from behind. But when you're back like this, I don't know if they have the firepower to get there.
Do the Lions, the Packers, and the Bills all make the playoffs? Let me put up the playoff situation for you here.
Yeah, no, I know it. Yeah, I do. I really.
Cowboys are right there, and you know what's going to kill? You know what's going to kill? The Cowboys are going to miss.
Did you say
the Lions?
You said Lions,
Lions, Cowboys, and Bills.
Yeah.
Because look, the Bills aren't in as good a spot as you think they are, because they're 7-4 and everybody's 7-4.
Yeah.
Chargers, Jacksonville, Buffalo, 7-4, 7-4, 7-4, and then you got Indianapolis, who's leading their division. The Broncos, 8. The Broncos actually 9 wins now, and the Patriots have 10 wins. The Patriots have 10 wins, and then next week the Chiefs have to play the Texans. Not easy.
I think they actually. Let me look at the other teams. I think the Bucs are going to start falling down into that category. The Bears and Rams are going to be solid. Seahawks are going to put themselves on the bubble at some point. I think Sam Darnold
that's not going to.
They might drop a.
Bill. Did we lose you, Brett? Okay, we lost Brett. We'll get him right back. The next week, there's some big games next week too. If you're going to look ahead, you want to look ahead. You got Packers, Bears. You got Chiefs, Texans. That's going to be whoever wins that is going to probably have the an inside advantage at the playoffs. We lost Brett. I don't know where you went. We were just talking football. I don't know if we offended him or not. But next week you got the late buys. I think next week might be the last buy. Yeah, Panthers, Pats, Giants, Niners have a buy. This week the buys are. Let me get the buys for you this week. I don't have it right here. But hey, listen, it's going to be a good day of football. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's big games on the docket. I mean, and like I said, a lot of the big games have already been played Thursday and Friday. And you got the Chiefs losing to the Cowboys. The Cowboys defense is no good. There are a couple teams that have played well recently that have kind of gotten their name back into the conversation. We're talking playoffs. Cowboys is one of them. And I know there's a million Cowboys fans out there, but your defense is no good. Jerry Jones will never win a championship while Jerry Jones is above ground because he will find a way to screw it up. Imagine if the Cowboys had Micah Parsons still. And then the offense clicking like this, Dak playing well, you're beating teams like the Chiefs. Imagine they had a defense that was somewhat decent. Well, then they'd be in much better shape. But they don't because Jerry Jones, sold it away. They traded it away. Brett, where'd you go?
I don't know. It just said reconnect, and it was just gone. We were just gone. But
and like I'm saying, I think there's a couple teams out there that have worked their way back into the playoff. The conversation, everybody, the hot teams now the last couple weeks, Cowboys being one of them. Their defense is going to fail them at some point. It's going to blow them. Another one is obviously the Ravens and the Bengals. The Ravens defense is no good. That's going to end up costing them, and that will be why they lose. And there's teams that people are all down on that I think are fine. The Eagles being one of them. I know they've lost 2 in a row. They lost to the Cowboys. It was a bad loss. Saquon's not playing well. They lost this week.
What do you think? What do you think the score is if the Eagles play the Rams today? If they were playing each other today, you think the Eagles have a chance? Yeah, in general.
No.
The Eagles ever have a chance?
Oh yeah, I think they have a chance. I think they have a chance. I don't think they would win.
I'm saying, but like
10
right
points.
now, I mean,
31, 31,
like in a couple weeks.
31-20. You got AJ Brown, who's a lunatic head case. 31-20, 31-20
I
Rams.
truly believe that they're not like. I just don't.
Where's the game played? I think if it's played in Philly,
You're right.
better chance for Philly. Outdoor cold.
Yeah, I know. I think it's neck and neck if it's in Philly, and I think it's they win by, like you said, by 10 if it's not. I just don't know who all these other teams are somewhat mediocre when you look at the Lions and San Francisco and Pittsburgh and forget about Minnesota and even Seattle, Tampa Bay, who I was high on, but now they're hurt. And
Seattle got blown out. Seattle got blown out when they played the Rams in that big showdown 2 weeks ago.
None of them are good. Houston's not that good. None of them are anything. And then you have Jacksonville, and it's like you have all these mediocre teams. Then you have the teams who we know are
and the Bears. I don't think the Bears are any good either. Are very good.
That's what I mean. Is
but then they second place.
Good. They are good, but they're still young, so it's tough to even be they may be we got in, we ended up with so many wins, and we lost in our first round, or if whatever round they're in. There's a very good chance that they're a one and done in the playoffs. And, and then you go Green Bay. They're not really young anymore. They have some experience. Are they the sleeper right now? Is Green Bay and Jordan Love, it all comes down to him, right? They have every other piece they need. Great defense, Micah Parsons, Josh Jacobs behind them, Romeo Doubs. But Jordan Love seems to be the only question mark. And if he can be that elite quarterback, which in the past he had been and been consistent, I think they could all of a sudden, this road is it hasn't been there in years. How many years in the past, Bob, has there been it's not going to be the Chiefs or it's not going to be the Bills?
It's been a decade. It's been a decade of it's either going to be the Bills, Chiefs.
This is it. This is a big deal.
The AFC gauntlet.
This is a wide open for the first time in a long, long, long time. And the Jets and Giants are nowhere to be found.
But it's probably the most wide open it's been since the Giants won, right? Although, because then it was the Patriots. It was the Patriots.
But even then, it wasn't considered wide open. It was considered Patriots. That just changed the guard there.
How terrible.
You know what I mean? It wasn't wide open. That was the Giants are going to get slaughtered.
How terrible is it for a Jets fan that the Patriots are they're back? A couple years back. Top of the conference.
That's bad? You know what we're going to watch this year? We're going to watch a Aaron Rodgers Steelers versus Patriots AFC Championship that goes to overtime. Is an epic game. Rodgers goes out on a high horse in the Super Bowl. The Patriots say that we're here. It's a freaking nightmare, man. This is the coach they have, Rabel, is one of the best coaches in the NFL, and he played the Jets for extra money, pretending for one day he was coming to New York.
No, I don't think
Mind would have ever. He did that. He did.
No,
that.
but the Jets dumb enough to think he was coming?
Yeah, and they got him more money for the deal. They were like, "Come on in," and the next day he signed with over at Foxborough.
Of course,
Like,
of course he was going. Of course he was going to
for a bunch of
Foxborough.
more money. They were like, "Oh my God, he might leave us," and they gave him everything he wanted.
But I mean,
their coach.
but that's what I'm talking about. That's why it's sad, right?
God,
Because you're sitting here talking about you're sending this guy off the scrap heap to Canton, and the Patriots at 10-2, and they're going they're trying to get the bye and the home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
No, I need a
That's why it's
receiver
sad.
to pair up with. I need a receiver for a quarterback to pair up with the great. I have Garrett Wilson on one side. I need a second receiver. So he seems like a guy who could be a second receiver. This is nice. We got him for nothing. We got a second receiver. We get a quarterback.
I'll run back the tape, but you didn't say second receiver. The Jets have their new superstar, and I've seen it on multiple things on YouTube already. The YouTube thumbnail,
About what?
the
About
YouTube
this guy?
thumbnails. Yeah,
this guy?
YouTube thumbnails about
interesting.
Jets are
I don't
littered,
even know.
with superstar, not
I don't
second
know.
receiver.
Yeah, I'm not, Bob. I'm not a psychopath. Like
It's sad, it's sad.
you know.
That the Broncos with a big one tonight against Washington. They'll win, right? But you say they'll win, they're better, but they also, you got to think, they should have lost the game to the Giants. They should have lost to the Giants, right? Should have lost to the Giants. They should have lost a couple weeks before that. They've had a couple huge fourth quarter comebacks. They're the anti-Giants.
Are they good because of Sean Payton, or are they getting like almost losing to these
No,
teams?
I think
like
Sean
the
Payton's.
Giants
I love Sean Payton. Sean Payton's a good
me
coach.
too. Like, and he scares me. Like, I was about to be like, they're going to do nothing in the playoffs. But I think they're the team that knocks off one of these other teams, like I just kind of said. Like, they're the ones who,
Well,
win
the Bills will have to go into Denver or something in the wild card weekend, and they'll beat them.
I believe that that's like, and that's a Sean Payton thing. I don't believe in Bo Nix in that way. He thinks he's like good, but I don't believe like he's built like, I don't know.
No, Sean Payton's and he's a ballsy coach, right? He's the guy.
Sean Payton.
He's the guy who kicked the onside kick to open the second half of the Super Bowl.
It's brilliant. I love, how much I love that.
Can't do that anymore.
It'll come back one day. You're right. I think it's Sean Payton is the reason. I don't really have much faith in that Broncos team. I watched them versus the Jets. I watched them versus the Giants. I've watched them be pretty bad in a lot of games that they even won this year.
They've had like serious fourth quarter comebacks. They're the anti-Giants. They've had some serious fourth quarter comebacks.
But what is that? That typically points to a team that's unprepared by the coaches early in games, but then adjust good game plans. I can't tell. I just don't. I don't think it's Bo Nix's.
And listen, I ripped the Jets today, saying the sad and everything, but just as equally sad is the Giants fans and the people that are going around saying, making the comment, they're the best 2-10 team in history.
I mean, I'm a big on the Giants this year.
Who cares? Best 2-10 team in history? That's something you're proud of?
No, but that's why I say, like, I don't hang on to, like, let's win a game or, like...
No, because you got to win. You got to win. Doesn't matter. You're 2-10. You're what your record says you are, right?
No, but at this point, I'm not, like, trying... Like, that's why you say, like, if the Jets got to win today, like, I'm going to be like, yes. Like, yeah, great. I'll watch it if they have a big win and a big, nice catch to win the game. Or
it'll be good for 5 minutes. Good for 5 minutes.
I'll be very, very excited about it. And there's a moment where I'll realize that we lost what could be years and years of the greatest quarterback ever. Not that it would work out anyway, but we lost the opportunity.
But you can't be like that because you have no idea. The Giants could have taken Drake May, right?
No, all of that. No, none of it. And the Jets probably have taken that quarterback. He just happened to end up on the Jets is the reason he wasn't that quarterback. So
listen, the Jets
that's its own. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with without the opportunity, you get nothing. And right now we have nothing. There's nothing you're getting in the season of, is this third round receiver going to turn out to be good? Do we have a quarterback? Answer is no, we don't. Do we have an offensive line? Okay, we do. Is our defense okay?
Yeah. And the problem with the people they draft are not the players, right? The problem is that they put on a Jets uniform.
Definitely.
And I solely believe that. I'm not like that. I'm not like cursed person or anything like that. The Jets are.
No. It's not cursed. I'm with you. I agree. It's not even that. It's whatever has been the coaching, the administration, and all that stuff. And I will say this will be the first chance of this coaching and of this GM and of the administration minus Woody, Dickhead Johnson.
The Aaron Rodgers thing made me a believer. I've never seen anything like this. I mean,
I know, Bob. I've done this forever, so I know this more than anybody. This isn't some I'm not delusional. I don't think it's going to work out. I just want to see if we can have a chance for it to not work out. Like at this point, we barely even get the chance sometimes. We're so bad at even getting to like the right thing. So anyway.
So give me a good bet for today. I gave you money line Browns. The expansion team Browns. Money line Browns over San Francisco at home.
I like it. Like and it's a 5.5 line, so like you're getting the good.
What's the money line? What's the money line?
Only under. I don't know. I don't have it here, but let me see what I got here.
You already gave us your 2-point conversion.
That's my parlay. Yeah, it's my parlay pick. I'm not giving you that one. I mean, even the Jets are a bad line, but wow. Gosh, they're all bad. I'm gonna go right after that. It's Houston over Indy. I don't. Okay. Something's wrong with Indianapolis. It's only a 3-point line, so honestly, Vegas agrees that it should be a coin flip of the game, which is very odd in Indianapolis with how good they're supposed to be. But I think that Houston walks away with a win today.
I also like a big day from Josh Allen. Bills go into Pittsburgh and win, and I think you take the Giants with the points.
Yeah, yes, I think you're exactly right. Josh Allen goes into Pittsburgh, absolutely crushes them today.
Take the 7.5 and take the Giants. Take the 7.5 for the Giants.
Who we got the Giants? Let me see.
In New England. New England, Monday night.
Oh, Monday night. That's why I'm not seeing until the bottom. That's
Mays. Jackson Dart's back.
I don't know about. Sorry, don't know about that.
So give me the Browns money line. Give me the Bills money line. The Bills are minus. No, you know what? Give me the Bills. Lay the 3 points with the Bills. Give me the Browns money line. Browns are money lines plus 220, and give me the Giants plus 7.5, and that's my 3-team parlay.
Like it, Bob. Good job.
That's right. That's not a bad one. They're all three are going to lose. All three are going to lose. That's how it works. I haven't won a bet in like 3 weeks. I've lost like $100, $200.
I think
3 weeks. I lost like $200.
Okay, here's the upset of the day for you. Ready? I got it. Rookie free agent quarterback from Minnesota comes in, not only covers but beats Seattle in Seattle today to salvage the Vikings' chances at a season.
And does he? Does he get another? Yeah, I was gonna say
another chance. You're in, buddy.
Because they're gonna fire the GM if they don't make it right. You can't let this GM go and pick another way. He rolled the dice, and if it comes up snake eyes, which it has, what's his Penix has the talent. He's a top 5 quarterback, but he can't make it through the seasons. He's now gotten hurt like 3 seasons in a row.
Worst case scenario is you have 2 quarterbacks, you trade one of them like the Browns did.
We'll see.
I think it happens.
And a big game. Big game, Shedeur Sanders.
I believe that 100%. I'm not joking. I said it last. I'm in.
Shedeur. Big game. All right. So that does it. We'll be back this week. We still didn't really do too much of Nimmo, and we'll get into baseball. We got the Queens Baseball Convention coming up.
Yeah.
A couple weeks. We got our buddy here overseas who we are trying to lure here to the New York Mets. Right? We want to sell him on the Mets.
Tatsuya Amai.
We want to sell him on the Mets. We want to be, we want people to say, Mike Piazza? Yeah. Mike and the Mad Dog brought Mike Piazza. Tatsuya Amai? Locked Up Sports, Bob and Brett brought him here.
They locked him up.
They'd have to give us. We locked them up. They'd have to give us.
Locked Up Amai right here. We're gonna have
when you give us our tickets, the only thing we say is we don't want front row on the dugout.
No. We need
not good seats.
2 rows back.
2 rows back.
We'll take the Cohen seats where you're that's nice. The Cohen seats.
That box. Nice. We're not getting in that box.
No, but the close ones though. The ones right behind the on deck circle.
Oh yeah. Oh, right next to the dugout. Those are nice. Yeah. You pop your head in the dugout. Yeah. All right, so enjoy the football, everybody. Week 13 headed right to the playoffs into December, and then soon will be just Knicks and Rangers. The Rangers are terrible, but anyway, enjoy your games, everybody. Enjoy the football. Enjoy your Sunday. Back to work tomorrow. Back to work tonight for me. 5 o'clock. I'm not even going to see these games. This is back 12-hour shifts.
I'm off tonight. I'm going to take off tomorrow. I got a nice long week, but yep.
All right, that does it for Brett Grasso. I'm Bob Walters. This is Locked Up Sports NFL Sunday from the Brian Gunzel Studios. See ya.